I ordered a microphone
Okay.
from Amazon last week. It was supposed to be delivered today, and I don't know if they tried to deliver it this morning, but it's on its way. So I think we'll probably just stay in here. So Miss Thelma can keep hearing us.
Okay. Somebody said Melvin.
Melvin, I can go look.
Well, I think we got enough for a forum. Go ahead and get started. Anyway.
Yes, sir, we do.
How many people are online?
We got 4 or 3, sorry, and then.
Ooh, it's almost 4 o'clock. We gotta get
Yes,
started.
sir. Let me try going live again real quick. Oh, it says, oh, never mind, we're good. Okay, you're good, Mayor.
Okay, good afternoon. I'd like to go ahead and call our work session to order. We do have a quorum here. I expect sometime that Councilman Thomas and Councilman Foker will join in. First item up for discussion is Code Official Tim Vaught talking about the Sterling bid and house demolition.
Do you have the Sterling bid?
Here.
Okay, the Sterling bid, we had one bidder, which is the gentleman and the company that you guys that made a presentation to the city council. The bid was a little bit higher than what was originally discussed, and he said most of that is because of the cost of materials. The bid amount was $220,000. And the original discussion was 188.
The material that's being used, the material itself has up to a lifetime warranty on it. My understanding.
So the warranty is, they can't say lifetime warranty. They have a 10-year, they will come and inspect it in 10 years. They will touch it up if needed, and then they will do like an ongoing 10-year warranty. So they will come back and inspect it, maintain it, and come back in 10 years and keep renewing the warranty. For free. And obviously, if something catastrophic happens, they have, like if something blew over from another building and damaged the roof, that they would be a charge for that, but just they don't anticipate this stuff. This is the same stuff that is now sprayed on the Pentagon to stop shells and any kind of abrasion or attack. We didn't know that it had happened, but they've done that. So,
Tim, are there any? Yes. Are there no other options?
I do not know of another option because every other option would mean taking off the roof, replacing the insulation, and disrupting their work order. I mean, if we took off a roof, they would have to be closed. I mean, you can't. I don't see how the roof can be taken off. The building is out of square, and that's the root cause of the panels not lining up.
Well, what about this company? Have you checked into them? Are they reliable?
Yes, sir. Not only were they, I think also who came on site the day that this company came is the guy who that sells the product. They're out of Pensacola, And they actually, it's the same product that Green Product Technologies, it's the same basic chemical, and they all knew each other and knew what they were talking about. We happened to run into Alan Webb, and Alan Webb understood what they were talking about, like in the chemical language. So I think they're totally legit. They have a bond. They're bonded for our project. As much as my research has looked into it, they're good to go.
What were the numbers again? It's 218.
220 and it was 188.
Any more? Yeah, any more discussion?
I mean, I don't know what the best way forward is, but you know, the building still leaks every time it rains. So
Given the idea of when the work could be done, started.
contractually, if we sign the agreement, the work has to be completed within 35 days of signing it.
That's the month.
So I think it's 35. It's a short time frame to go ahead and initiate the project.
I know the cost on it was $220,000. Couldn't anticipate that it was going to cost that much. And where we had discussed paying for this from from some of the proceeds that we got for the IP building, roughly what I would like to propose to the council is that we still go ahead and pay the $200,000. We have enough in reserve for the $20,000 that we can make up the difference there, and we still put $800,000 down on the loan with Trustmark. Also, I would enter into discussions with Sterling because they had made mention at one time that they would consider making more of somewhat of an increase in their rent payments to help offset this.
If you haven't priced building materials recently, lumber has gone up something like 25% since last summer. So
Yeah, I know a 1/2-inch sheet of plywood the other day, a guy told me had gone over the last, I don't know how long, from $16 a sheet to $41 a sheet. So yeah, I know about that.
So I think across the board, prices have just gone up. And this isn't, I mean, this is 32, but it's not near as much as lumber's gone up.
Yeah, well, you know, this is what happens when you have no competition. I mean, he can charge whatever he wants to.
Well, there were, I mean, we bid it. He's just the only one in the Southeast who does it.
Well, that's monopoly.
Yep, that's a monopoly.
I mean, you can't call it anything else. You're the only one.
Well, I think the product, you know, he's not the only one that could put the product on. You know, what we were looking at was product, and there are other people who could have put the product on, but they didn't bid it.
Well, it's the same deal that we got when they put the top on the Arvin building, you know. That was a lifetime deal too. That lifetime didn't last very long.
Well, that was a 30-year warranty, but that was
It didn't last nearly 30.
But in his bid response, he identifies these things, right, Ken? You know, for the inspection every 10 years.
Yep.
And what they would do to correct whatever they find during the 10 years is that there is no cost to the city for doing it. Right. Yeah.
and there's no cost to the future owners.
Cost to the future owners.
So when Sterling buys the building, they inherit Edinburgh.
Okay.
And if they have a leak, they can call and say, hey, come check this.
Right.
Okay. So that being said, you know, when we do go into session, if all of the questions and concerns are answered, you know, I guess I'll put a motion out there to accept the bid and move forward. And we'll have this done once and for all. And in that motion, I will include how we'll pay for it, with the 200,000 coming from proceeds of the MIT building, other 20,000 coming from that contingency fund. And I did check with the clerk and verify that 20,000 is available. Okay. All right. The house demolition.
So I've been writing letters for a couple of years to the owners of the property that is behind the Best Western. And it is a concrete block building. I apologize, we don't, can you hold that? This is if you're on the balcony of the Best Western looking at the building, this is what it now looks like. And I've had Best Western has called me 3 times because they have people who don't want to stay in a room that hears that metal blowing in the wind. The tax record, the account of tax record is Martin Brothers LLC, and they have not responded to any letter that I've sent. So with you guys' permission, I'm going to send a letter this week that says we're condemning this building in 30 days. Now, this property, this will take quite a lot to tear down or to remove the roof, but it's a horrible eyesore for anybody staying in the hotel or their impression of Monroeville. It's also quite an expensive piece of property that if it costs us an arm and a leg, we'll either own the property or we'll get an arm and a leg back when they pay their property tax. This is the property that runs behind the catfish place, David's Catfish, and back around Best Western and the other hotel. It's about 7 or 8 acres.
Probably Albert and Sam Martin.
That's not, I don't know what they do at all.
Do you know who's on the property?
Martin Brothers LLC. So I just wanted to bring you all up to speed on that and ask if we need to go ahead and pull that trigger if they don't respond so we can have it resolved.
Right. So we're gonna need to have a public hearing for that next council meeting.
If it's 30 days away.
So can you give us the 30-day mark and then we'll set the public hearing?
Yeah, I can get it.
Okay.
Before then.
Do you want to bring that up during your time when the mayor goes through the department heads?
Yeah. And that's it.
Anything on Pine Street or Drury Road, the 2 houses looking at demolition?
No, we gotta be solid. But I've had people now who can do that. So.
Well, thank you, Dan.
Okay. Now I'm trying to get the people on Pine Street. They talked about it.
Yeah, that's probably all you'll do.
Okay, I would like to have a motion to enter into executive session to discuss pending negotiations involving trade or commerce.
I'll make that motion.
Okay,
Second.
okay. All right. All in favor?